It's from 2010 at a town hall in Sedona, Arizona.
Who could remember way back then? Here's Kyrsten Sinema. Was she running for Congress at this point? Who was she at this point?
She was just about to.
Wait, you need to turn on your mic.
She was what?
She was a member of the Arizona House. She was a state rep.
Okay, she was state rep, getting ready to run for Congress. Here is Kyrsten Sinema. We have to go all the way back to 2010. There were cars then, right?
I think, but
Okay.
you had to push
How
them
did
everywhere.
they manage to amplify her
buggy.
voice at this time? But let's listen.
So what does that mean? Well, in the Senate, we no longer have 60 votes. Some would argue that we never had 60 because one of those was Joseph Lieberman. But that's whatever. Yeah, and Nelson too, but really Lieberman. So now there's, I think as the president so eloquently said on Wednesday, there's none of this pressure, this false pressure to get to 60. So what that means is that the Democrats can stop kowtowing to Joe Lieberman and instead seek other avenues to move forward with health reform. And so it's likely that the Senate will move forward with a process called reconciliation, which takes only 51 votes. And by the way, is not unusual. You may recall that before the Democrats took the Senate in 2008, that the Republicans controlled the Senate for quite some time. In fact, since around 1994, they never had 60 votes, and they managed to do a lot of really bad things during that time. So the reconciliation process is still quite available, and we will use it for good rather than for evil.
Reconciliation process is quite powerful, and we'll use it for good rather than evil, huh? Well, I'm just endlessly fascinated by, one, this is not the only time she spoke out about Joe Lieberman specifically during her time before she was in Congress. There are quotes of her basically, I think, when he was campaigning for president, she was very public about how she opposed his candidacy because of his time as that 60th vote in the Senate. And you realize it's just a window into her sociopathy. That kind of person wasn't morally outraged by it in any real meaningful way. She's looking at that and saying, okay, I can do that too.
Yeah, I think she learned a lesson. I studied it. I got a little too close to the fire and realized that's what I should be.
Isn't that amazing?
It's like,
it's like Tucker Carlson talking about Bill O'Reilly.
Exactly.
Sam made that same point before the show too. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Great minds.
You see basically, it's one of those things like, oh, they're going to get their comeuppance. Oh, wait, they didn't get their comeuppance. I should do that.
And
that lane is actually open and you can drive in it?
Yeah, exactly.
And not only is that lane open and you can drive in it, she'll get paid buckets of money for driving in it. You'll get a per diem.
That is really the question. It's very, very hard to figure out what the end game is here, because I do think that the lobbying is not going to work. She doesn't have a lobbying future with this, because all the people presumably she's going to lobby on the Democratic side, right? That's why you hire a former Democratic senator to lobby your fellow Democrats. I don't know. I mean, like, who is she going to lobby? I think people are pissed. She may get a job in, a corporate job where they just go like, oh, we're going to hire you because of, thank you for getting rid of the prescription drugs. And you're now.
She should have been a Mark Warner type. If you really want to be a lobbyist, you still have to make friends within Congress and you do it
Evan Bayh.
Yeah, do it behind the scenes.
Evan Bayh.
Right.
But we'll see. I can't wait. I cannot wait until we see the video of her protesting somebody. There has to be video.
I know.
Right?
I mean, there are a lot of great articles on it recounting it, and she was quoted in papers as a Green Party activist, among many other things, in the early 2000s. But I wish there was more footage like that, because that is just unbelievable.
Folks, there's more of what you've just saw where that came from. That's if you hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you. Really, thank you.